Going on, guys? Welcome, Rabid here, and it looks like Tari finally got a listing here. So let's see what our RTX 4090 did make. So just to get how long I mined this for, I mined it for about 2 days here on the RTX 4090. Here you can see I got total paid of 389.48 coins. I still have 27.9 locked in, so I might have to turn back on just to get this to 50 so I can get my next payout and pull all my coins out here. But what I did, I mined it for 2 days and I shut it off. We can see my payments right here. I got my first payment on the 13th, next one on the 13th, and then on the 14th. You got to keep in mind, this is locked up. As soon as blocks and stuff are found, you don't get payouts till 24 hours after that block is found. Then it's unlocked, and then it'll go into your unlock tab here. And then once you hit your minimum payout, that's when you will get it here, which is 50. So keep that in mind if you're wondering why you're not getting payouts or anything. So I mined this, what was it, like 4 or 5 days ago before all this. You can see right now it is the 16th, and I did get my payouts on the 13th and 14th. That is from mining from, I think, the 12th and the 13th, or the 11th and the 12th, I think it was, something like that. Anyway, so we got a total here of 389.48 XTM. How much did my RTX 4090 make? All right, so we can see a price there of 2 cents. That means for 2 days of mining, that's actually $7.78. You divide that by 2, that's about $3.89 from mining this. And this is when the network hash rate was really starting to get high because pools were going live. People that were mining this even earlier through the Tari Universe app, before anything was even going and not much hash rate were there, they're probably making $30, $40, possibly $50 a day for being very early. Now, I don't know what CPUs are currently making because I am waiting for HashVault to update their tabs here so I can actually get a payout and see how much I've earned. So as for the CPUs, I have no idea what they are currently making. I haven't seen any payouts from any of these pools currently. All right, so as we can see, the minimum deposit is 0.0001 XTM, and it is recommended to not solo mine to the exchange. You shouldn't be mining to an exchange anyway, but anyway, you got the warning, so you never know. You could lose all your coins, so send to your normal wallet first. So anyway, I am going to send 1 coin here as it is over that minimum, so there we go. I hit the send button. Now let's see if it shows up. Another thing I would like to point out here, if you're getting invalid address on the mobile wallet, make sure you update it. It will then say mainnet version 2.1.1. If you are on a lower number, you will get the invalid address problem. That was my issue, and that is what Xbitron did tell me on the Tari Discord. Also, it looks like Escal here from Xbitron does say, yep, update wallet, guys, and be sure your tax has note in it. Payment ID needed for depot -UT should be auto-generated. All right, so it looks like my 1 Tari did show up. I also want to point out, due to that, the note that has to be in there on the mobile wallet at least, it is automatically filled, as you can see right there. All right, so for a quick overview of sending your coins to Xbitron through the mobile wallet, because that's what I'm using, come into the website here, log in, click on deposit, select your currency, go XTM. It'll load up right here, select your network, which is obviously mainnet, and then you get your wallet address, copy this. I did just email this to myself, and that is what I pasted into my mobile wallet. The QR code does not work, so you can't just scan it, or if you're just using Xbitron on your phone through, the browser or something, obviously you just copy it at that point too. So that is how you send your coins in there. So I'm going to send the rest of them and try to sell them. All right, so all my coins have showed up, and just for reference, we do have $49.80 in USDT already sitting here. So now we're going to go to the exchange. I'm going to go into XTM, and then we're just going to see what things are looking like. So it looks, is this it? That's not it. Let's go to the 1 hour here. This isn't XTM, is it? $91,000. Yeah, I wish. I'd be freaking rich right now. So this is not XTM happening. Oh, I got to click on it. There we go. That was like some craziness going on there. Oh, we're dumping. We're dumping like crazy. What is happening? Rug pull in the works. I'm just kidding. It's not a rug pull. There's hardly any volume right now, but we can see a lot of sell pressure is happening. So I have 2 options at this point. What do you guys think I should do? Should I just dump it all? Now, if I do that, then, I'm not even giving you an option to tell me what to do because I just did it. So I'm curious, what should I do? Should I set an order for maybe 3 cents? Because usually when new coins get listed, we're going to notice this, but then we'll see some type of pump possibly, and then ultimately, you know, it starts falling down and stuff. So will that pump come, and maybe I could sell this for maybe 3 cents, making even more money? Or I could sell it now, as we have 300 and some coins. I could sell down to about this price range right here. So if I click that and I sell all my XTM, how much are we going to be getting? About $5.49 for those 2 days. So that's not too bad. That's about what, $2.75 or something per day. You know, a lot better than any other crypto has been, for sure. But it all depends, you know, volumes and the level of the price. So I'm debating what I should do. Maybe I should hold this for a little bit and see if I get lucky. Remember, it's only 2 days worth of power. If it ends up making me $1,000, that'd be awesome. If it ends up making me nothing, you know, no big loss off my power. So that's pretty much where we're sticking right now. I'm not going to sell it yet. I'm just going to watch and see how things actually play out. But we are seeing, you know, some dumps coming into play. And there seems to be a major issue right now on the CPU side of things. So let's kind of run through that right quick. So coming into Hash Vault, and yesterday they disabled merge mining for now. So while merge mining is disabled for now, stopped at Tari's block of 6,377. That's probably why we've seen a drop in the network hash rate on Tari for this. But, you know, there's having issues where it's dropping 30% of the Monero block. So is the loss of 10 to 30% of Monero blocks confirmed by your pool matrix during merge mining data? Here is some kind of things going on here. Monero failed to submit blob at height this, so you know it's failing to submit whatever it's got to submit in that case. You know, I'm not really sure what's going on there. It's not my department. I just mine stuff and hopefully things work. Here's Monero Ocean talking with Hashvault, kind of, where they're going through merge mining proxy sometimes creates wrong XMR blocks, issue number 7045. And then, you know, they're kind of going back and forth and talking here. There's something else that popped up, and I'm not sure where it is. Oh, right here. Mayday here from Monero Ocean. I think it's a bug with their Rust code with deserializing Monero block templates. So there are issues going on, and a major push for Tari is obviously the CPU side, the merge mining with Monero. That's getting a lot of hype and everything. That is the most secure side of their chain, as that's where most of the hardware has been over the GPU side, and it seems to be broken. So they need to fix this ASAP, because I am really excited for this. But if we can't merge mine it because we're losing XMR blocks, we're hurting XMR in a way by whatever's going on here, on top of, you know, whatever. Everything's just crazy right now. You know, I don't really know 100% what's going on, so I'm kind of rambling on here. And they're looking for a way to even get contact. So anyone from Tari or any Tari community members, if you see this video, get in contact with devs. And devs, if you see this, get in contact with these pools so everyone can get this figured out, so we can get back at it and mining ourselves some Tari. Here we have something from Hash Vault. They're actively ignoring me on Discord with our issue. So I did point out to them to try them in Telegram, because they might be more active there. But again, I don't really know here. But it looks like, you know, they're trying to get a hold of the Tari devs and they just can't. It looks like they're absolutely not interested in merge mining, given the 21 terahash split, especially that's coming into, you know, the GPU side of things. Now, just coming in to look at the current network hash rates, we can see, you know, about 986 mega hash is on the RandomX side, which is CPUs. It was upwards of 2.2 gigahash, but now with the bug and stuff, you know, some places are falling off because obviously they want that Monero instead. So in here coming in, we can see the GPU side, which is sitting at about a current 39.2 terahash. So as we know, this is a 50-50% split. 50% of the blocks are being found on RandomX, 50% on GPUs. Now, the sweet side about CPUs is you're also merge mining, or at least was, or could be, or were, or when everything's supposed to be working, you are 100% of the time Monero and 50% Tari. This Tari is giving you a nice boost to your profitability. The GPU side, all you're doing is mining 50%. So half the time, your GPUs are actually sitting there idle, not doing anything. You know, you're burning power for free type of thing is what's going on there. So that kind of sucks. You can dual mine allegedly now on the GPU side, but that uses more power at a reduction of hash rate on both chains that you're actually mining. So, you know, some people like it, some people don't, but you are cut from 50% of the network, where CPUs at least are utilizing their CPU 100% of a day. Now, there are talks and rumors flying around as well about this whole thing, as right now it is a double chain, a split chain, 50% here, 50% here. It looks like it's going to be split again, and you're going to have 2 CPU sides and 2 GPU sides, as they figure SHA-3, as we know, and it was brought up and tested that multiple times, that SHA-3 could be easily acceptable to ASICs. So they might, instead of, changing the algorithm or anything to keep GPUs given 50% of the time, they're going to cut GPUs to only 25% of the time. That means you're only going to get 25% of the emission. I think this is a dumb approach. Some people are pumped for it, but we'll just have to see how it eventually ends up here. But how that's going to work is if ASICs do come, that means 25% will be ASICs here, 25% will be GPUs, and then they're going to have a CPU merge mining side and a CPU Tari side or something like that. I can't remember what they are, but they're going to be splitting CPUs into 2 sides. In the end, it's going to be 25%, 25%, 25%, and 25%, if that kind of makes sense to you. I don't think that would be a good idea, but let me know what you think about that idea down in the comment section as well. All right, guys, so there we have it. We do have decent profit out there currently. How long it lasts is still definitely way up in the air, so we'll just have to see how this all plays out. I moved my nodes over to a new PC, so I am going to be running P2 pool on my Monero node here, which is currently in sync again, and then I'm also trying to sync up and get the Minotauri, which is your Tari base node set up, and then through P2 pool, I will be merge mining the 2 coins together. Now, if this is something you want me to show you how to set up on your own, let me know in the comments as well. But when it comes to Monero, we are mining on P2P, which is to your own node, but those own nodes are all linked together as like your own pool, but you do mine to your own node, which is the most decentralized way to mine Monero, which is absolutely awesome and the way everyone should be mining Monero. And then through that, you also have through P2 pool to mine the Monero and link up to your Tari node here, and then you'll be merge mining this. But keep in mind, merge mining Tari currently through P2 pool is only solo mode. You're not grouped together. So that might get added in the future. So keep in mind right now, we are going to be doing this. I'm getting it set up and we'll see how things play out. Thank you for watching. I will see you on the next one. Rabid out.